All right, so for my last video of the year, or for the New Year video, however you want to look at it, I'm thinking I'm going to go back to something. I posted a video about creating a character in L5R and how quickly or not quickly you could do it. And I realized in hindsight that it is a very poor, it was pretty much a drag on of a video. You can make a character faster than 20 minutes. And that's with more than one RPG system out there. Now, L5R First Edition has really fast RPG creation. And the new one, only if you're a real expert. I now have created enough characters and background stuff in both systems that I feel I could competently do a fairly well-timed character creation for either system. And so I'm going to do a comparison now between the two character creation types together. And I'm not going to do them, this is not for new players. If you're a new player, go find a how to make a character video, or check out my own channel. I think I have one or two laying around. But thing is that this is going to be a time set to see how fast is L5R First Edition versus the newest L5R, which really can't be called 5th edition. It's L5R, the Fantasy Flight version. It's the red cover version of L5R. A few things I want to do to make it kind of a fair contest. I'm not just going to throw out characters. I'm not going to just spit them out. I'm going to actually try to make good characters, and ones that have... I'll walk into it with both my own expertise, but also the idea that I have to make a true character. So I came up with a chart where I'm going to randomly roll a d8 for my clan, and then a friend of mine actually submitted a 8-part chart, with just 8 numbers really. There are personality types that you find in Japanese literature or media, whatever not. And I modified this list because I found the original list he gave me to be somewhat hilariously bad, and I'm like, this is very slanted. He even argued that one thing must remain on this, and so I'm like, okay, whatever, that one thing will remain. It's a 1. If I roll a 1, I get that one thing. But everything else that's reasonable and cool, either he came up with that I agree with, or I decide to throw out his junk and add something else. So, sorry, that's why I'm doing it. But anyway, we're going to first do First Edition. We're going to time the creation. I have a writing surface, I have pencil, I have a fresh character sheet for First Edition, and the custom one I made, it's really compact and easy to read, so there's no flipping around with paper to slow things down, for 5th/Red Face Edition. So we're going to go ahead and compare how quickly you can make a character in each of these systems as someone who knows the system. So if I'm sitting someone down and we're just boom going through a character, everything's already been explained. There's no BS, no mechanics, no setting. Everything has been explained already. We're going to just make character sheets. So we're going to do that today. And I have a prediction of how it's going to go out, but honestly, I have a cheat also. This red label edition of L5R is so awkward to go through. I have made a cheat sheet for this version of the role-playing game. And you may think that's not fair, but the thing is that this edition already comes with one. So we're just going to go ahead and use what's naturally here, keep that in mind, and then we'll use the cheat sheet I organized, which isn't that great, by the way, because, it's just literally a list of the things. And here's what it roots down to. The game of 20 questions was an optional, but very good, idea of how to make a full character in Legend of the Five Rings, First Edition. And 20 questions was really cool. I like it. But in the Red Label edition of L5R, it's mandatory. You have to go through the 20 questions to even make a character. Each step of the 20 questions gives you something. There's no character points to spend. As you go through the 20 questions, you accumulate the parts that make your character. That is that. We're pretty much just going to jump right into it and start cracking out characters. I will roll it with the beginning of each set to see what clan I'm building a character for and the personality type, and then build strengths toward those. I'm also going to do something else. We're going to avoid making Shigenja. Adding spells adds time. So we're going to take basic warrior types and go from there. There's no other reason not to. I really should just do basic warrior types to show you, with no real bias, the cleanest possible way, this is how the basic system makes each character. So, in any case, let's see which one makes a character in which amount of time. Here we have the First Edition rulebook and character sheet. We're going to roll to see what our types is. Which clan are we playing today? We are playing, haha, Dragon Clan, my personal favorite. Not the easiest to make characters for, but hey, it's cool. Profession is going to be Bushi. We're just going to denote that right off the bat. Let's see what character type we play. Anything but a 1. Anything but a 1. That's off the table. Anything but a 1. A 4. 4 is a Genki class character, so he's going to have tons of personality and energy. So Genki is going to be the personality type. We're going to call, let's open it up and get cut into it. The character sheet is over here. Yes, opening the book counts. So let's be a little bit fun. Ooh, Mirumoto gets to add +1 to any trait. Let's go with Mirumoto because you know what? Any trait is cool. So we're going to go with Mirumoto. Not Musashi. No. Mifune. Yeah. +1 to any trait. Hey, Void's a trait. At least it is in first edition. Then we have 2 as our base rings there. What other bonus do we get? +1 to any trait because you're a Mirumoto Bushi school. I could throw that into Void as well. Ooh. We're not going to. We're going to put it in reflexes for good reason. And they are going to have 2s and all the other stats until I start spending points. Avoid point spit in there. Technique is going to start with Daisho technique. So he gets that great Daisho technique. Daisho technique is pretty great. Pretty much adds +5 to your TN to be hit at all times. My skills are archery. I have to do a minimum of 1 on each of these skills. Defense. I think you could take 1 at 0 if you really wanted to, but people would look at you really stupid. You'd be like the washout of the school. Shugenja lore. I'm just going to shorten that to Shug lore, as I always have. Anyone high or Bugai school? What's a really good high or Bugai school to take? What about the one that you can always survive with? We could do etiquette. Etiquette's not great for a Genki character, though. You know what's good for a Genki character? Athletics. I like to jump around. You get a starting 1 in each of those. Honor is 2 in 5 boxes. Whoa. And where do we go? Your outfit. You know, we might as well start with the outfit because there's no way I'm going to change it. Equipment. Katana and Wakizashi can also be called the Daisho. Shorten that down. Bow, also known as a Yumi, with 30 arrows. Just make them leaf class just for the heck of it. They're all leaves. Light armor, LT armor. Traveling pack. Oh, traveling packs. Any one weapon. Let's go ahead and pick. What's a good weapon? We can do another katana. Nothing stops you from taking a second katana. Let's take a second katana. And let's call it Yamagiri. Haha. So I have a katana that has a name, even though it's nothing special, it's just a katana. Kimono, of course, you better have clothes. It'd be hilarious if an RPG actually forced you to buy clothes separately. It's like, you better buy clothes or else you're walking around naked. 2 koku. Okay. And then the traveling pack. I have a thing I do with the traveling pack that I picked up from 4th edition that I did back in 1st edition because everybody had this idea of how to do it. They use the number 6. I use the number 10. We'll use the number 6 for brevity. We'll use that same number over in the other edition if we do that too. So, Mirumoto character has 25 character points. How do we spend these? We spend them wisely. Let's make 8 of the points. Go over to here. Archery. 8 divided by 4 That's 2. So let's pick 4 of these and bring them up to a 3. Or let's pick 3 of those and bring them up to that and have an additional new skill at 2. Yeah, let's do that. So who gets to be 3? Defense. Let's do Kenjutsu at 3 for reasons. Meditation of 1. Athletics has to be a 3. Defense is going to be a 3 too. So very defensive, knows how to use swords. Athletics. Ooh. As that new skill, we're going to pick Yai Jitsu. We will get into a duel one of these days. We might as well start at rank 2 for now. Now, I used 8 as a divider of 24. With those 16 more points, I can put other stats some places. We're going to be a little bit smart. We're going to put one of those points in agility. Agility of 3. So fire ring is 2. Air ring is going to stay at 2 as well. These are all going to stay at 2 because I'm not going to increase any of these doubly. We're going to take perception. Yes, perception is a god skill in Legend of the Five Rings. We're going to take perception and increase it as well. So there goes my 24 points. If I wanted anything else, I'd take a disadvantage. I am supposed to be a Genki, right? Genki, but not stupidly so. So Genki just means you've got an expressive personality that's boisterous. School is Mirumoto Bushi at rank 1. I'm not buying anything more in the way of techniques or stuff like that, right? So I have Daisho. I really should get advantages and disadvantages because those do kind of round characters out. They really do. But they also don't add to insight, so I can do that second. And they're not going to add to my skills up here if I balance them out. It might, because it'd be cool to go and get some etiquette skill, because etiquette is a great skill to have, especially if you're really energetic. Or I can get the investigation skill. That's a good one. Investigation. So that's going to be, you take this, multiply it by 10. That total of all your rings is 110. 110. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. 124 insight. I am still a rank 1 character. My wounds are my earth rank times 2, so 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Let's go grab an advantage or disadvantage. My glory rank starts at 1, no boxes. Damn it, it's over here. Do not be stupid. Disadvantage. What's a good one for, like, you know, someone who's like compulsion? No. Brash is too stupid for someone who's just energetic. Brash is like hot-headed. You roll a hot-headed character, you're going to get brash. Driven is also good for brash. Some of these really suck, man. I mean, these are L5R disadvantages. They're not things you just buy and they just stay there. People like haunted, but I misuse haunted all the time. I know it's a bad disadvantage. You should never ever really take it. Permanent, no. Obligation, no. Social disadvantage, no. Soft-hearted, no. Sworn enemy, that's always fun. True love, unlucky. That could be funny, although it would come against me. You could take a bad reputation of being the idiot. I'm not an idiot, but people might mistake me for that because of the enthusiasm. So we can do that. Bad reputation of being an idiot. Baka. At -2. And as a result of that, we are going to have... these look really good. Ambidextrous is 3 points. 2 points if you're dragon. It doesn't say that right here, but it should be 2 points if you're dragon. Did they keep that or did they drop that? Come on, guys. There's the disadvantages. Where's the advantages? Ambidextrous is in the front with A. Nope. It is no longer... oh, this must be a different printing of the rulebook. That's the cool thing. This is not the old one I have that's, you know, got pages falling out. It's a new one I bought. So yay. Dragons don't get that, so I can't afford it. We'll instead go for 1 point investigation. So actually my insight is going to crawl up to 26. And investigation. of 1, and etiquette of 1. So people think Miyamoto Mifune is a little bit stupid, but he carries 2 katanas, and he knows how to use them both, because the Miyamoto Bushi skill gives him the Daisho technique. He's very reflexive, so he's not going to be hit very often. His primary weapon is going to be a katana. Come on. Primary armor is going to be the light stuff, so that's going to be this times 5 is 15, plus 5 for light armor, plus 5 for the Daisho technique if I have that out. So my TN to be hit is either going to be 20 or 25. Because if I'm unarmored and have both katanas, it's still a 20. It'll be 15 if I'm butt naked. So yeah, katana I'll hit for, what's the hit ratio on that? Kenjutsu of 3, agility of 3. Wow, he's a combat character. Yeah, 6.3. And then damage is going to be strength, plus the rating katana is going to be basic. Katana with a normal character is 5k2. Yeah. My example with Chiyomi, it's actually Hiyori, but Chiyomi and the other one, a little girl with a strength rating of 1 can still do horrible damage with a katana, because 4 dice keeping 2 is still deadly in the system, especially if you spend a void point behind it. And katanas are specifically allowed to spend void points on damage rolls. Yeah. So, it's the nice thing about katanas. They're the soul of your character, therefore they have special abilities. This is the guy. This is Miyamoto Mifune is ready to go. People see him as kind of an idiot. He's got the 2 katanas. He is ready to go. And this character I'd christen being complete. Let's go play a game. And time for Red Label Edition. Let's roll to see which clan we are. 2. Great! I am Crane Clan. It happens. Oh well, Crane Clan exists. What personality type do I have? Please don't roll a 1. Please don't roll a 1. Another 4? I already rolled a 4. Therefore I get to re-roll it. Please don't roll a 1. Please don't roll a 1. 8. Great. Excellent. Tsukumori. Tsukumori means straight man. And they're actually best paired up with comedic style characters where they provide the voice of reason to someone else's stupidity. As that, we're going to call ourselves, you know what? Let's do this naturally. Let's do it the way we're supposed to. So I'm going to open this up to Chapter 2, Creating a Character. Game of 20 questions. What clan does your character belong to? We figured that out. Crane Clan, plus 1 air, so air has 2, and 1 for all the other rings. Plus 1 culture. Culture skill is at 1. Status of 35. Status of 35. And then we're going to skip over to the next part because Crane Clan has a subsection. What family does your character belong to? Crane Clan family is Asahina, Daidoji, Doji, Kakita. Daidoji is always one of my favorite, and they fit the straight man stereotype. So Daidoji. And what's going to be a good name for the character? Let's come up with that as we can. This will probably form along the way. Ring increases by earth or water. I know for a fact in this game water is the shit, so let's go ahead and use water. So 2 and 2 there. Skill increases plus 1 aesthetics or plus 1... No, wait. Plus 1 fitness or plus 1 tactics. Tactics is cool because it adds to initiative. Fitness is cool because it's your athletic skill. So let's be fit and have rank 1 in fitness. Starting with 7 Koku. Glory rating of 40. Likely to go up or down as the game progresses. Let's go to... What is your character's school? What school does what role does your school fall into? Let us... Well, I could just play Daidoji Iron Warrior. Might as well, right? There's also the Kakita Duelist School. It would be funny to play a duelist, but you know what? Daidoji Warrior is just fine. We're going to go with Daidoji Warrior. Where did I put the school on this one? School abilities. Daidoji Warrior. Sync. School rank's going to be 1. Rings, we pick from plus 1. No, we don't pick, we get one. We get plus 1 earth and plus 1 water. So earth is now 2 and water is now 3. Yay! I have just become a tough dude. At least according to this game. Starting skills, choose 5. +1 command. Well, yes. +1 command. +1 courtesy. Sure, we're Crane. We'll do that. Where's courtesy? +1 culture. Nah. +1 fitness. Yes, I'll take fitness at rank 2. Jump around. Jump around. Going to be a hoppin' doji there. Fitness, government, martial arts melee. That's what I was waiting for. Martial arts melee of +1. What is it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, I had 4 picks. I got to pick one more. You know, +1 tactics is not going to hurt at all. So let's go ahead with tactics. Honor rank is 55. Pretty much they did away with the rank system, you know, where it has a decimal in the center. They just did away with that in this version. So it's just a big fat number. Techniques available, no shit. Kata, Iron Forest style. So techniques going to be Iron Forest style. And in fashion, being a new player, I will learn how that works as we go along. Kata, choose one. Striking is earth, striking is water. I know for a fact striking as earth is pretty dang good, but I want to look at striking as water, because guess what my water rank is? Nah. Oh crap, it's over here. Those are invocations. Where are my Suji? Techniques come before Sujis, don't they? Yes, striking as earth. Physical resistance goes higher with earth. Striking is water. Your target treats their physical resistance as 1 lower, spent this way. Reducing their physical resistance sounds really good. So we'll go to strike as water. Pretty wet characters it's turning out here. Going back, anything else we gained from school? School ability, vigilance of mind. I'm just going to write that down because of reasons. Vigilance of mind. I am going to read a few things to see if any keywords will pop up here. Melee weapons. So you can essentially intercept other people who are taking damage when they're being attacked by melee weapons, if you're next to them, essentially. Starting outfit. Well, let's do this. Lacquered armor. Ceremonial clothes. It'd be nice if they called it a kimono. Daisho. Yeah, this goes over my weapons side. Daisho. And then Yari. Yeah, you wouldn't be a Daidoji without a spear in your hands. Naginata. Nah, Yari, please. I think the Naginata is better, but no, we're going to take the Yari. Yumi. Hey. They call this a Yumi. Why don't they call the other thing a kimono? Quiver of arrows. Quiver. Knife. Best to cut things with. Calligraphy set. This goes over here. And traveling pack. You know what? I forgot the traveling pack for the other character. But you know what? I'll just skip this guy's traveling pack too to make time equal. Stuff. Okay. Stuff. Part 4, I think, is the easy one, isn't it? Where is it? There's the Ronin school. Sorry about that. How does your character stand out within their school? Creativity, passion, or drive, grace, eloquence, or empathy, adaptability, friendliness, or awareness, thoroughness, patience, or calm, self-awareness, insight, or mysticism. Tsukkomi actually does best with water or earth. Grace, eloquence, or empathy. No, creativity, passion, or drive. Not really. How did this guy stand out? Well, we've already got a 2 in most of our other stats. Do you want to make another a 2 as well? Of course, creation, passion, or drive for a fire ring would increase this to a 2 here. Void, self-awareness, insight, or mysticism is +1 void. In my opinion, void's pretty useless in the 5th edition. I'm thinking about raising my fire ring so I don't suck at fire. Or I could just be awesome at air. Grace, eloquence, or empathy. No, this guy's actually, we're going to go with earth. You know why? Because this guy is used to putting up with people's BS, so he is a tough dude. Earth and water together make him an extremely tough combination. Trust me there. We'll find out shortly why. Who is your lord and what is your character's duty to them? Unfortunately, I'm going to serve Lord Doji. Lord Doji. And I don't have actual things over here I write stuff down with, but sure, we'll go ahead and go with that. So pretty much he is at the beck and call of a dude. Selecting one's Gary properly. It talks about how to do it properly. Well, we're trying to get this done right, but we're also trying to get it done fast as well. So just serving someone's good enough for me right now. What is your character long for? How this might impede their duty? Ninja. My little chart for speed reading over here says, what do you long for? And it's just your ninja. You know what I long for? Some goddamn peace and quiet. That's why he has a high water ring and high earth ring. He's a mountain in the center of a calm lake, unless a storm's coming along. What is your character's relationship with their clan? And here's the really fun thing you get to pick. If your character believes firmly in the precepts of their clan and values, hold dear, gain +5 glory based on their reputation as an outstanding member of their community. If your character has a fundamental disagreement, you get cool stuff. So it's fun to disagree because you get more benefits disagreeing. You know what? He's going to disagree with how artsy in Beverly Hills the Crane is. He really wishes the Crane was more down to business instead of being so idealistic and, what can I say, they're pretty liberal arts school. So these guys are he's going to say, you know what, screw this. I spent extra time, gain 1 rank in a skill which you have 0 ranks. He has no ranks in, I could be a weirdo and go with government. Because guess what? I know how to make stuff work, dudes. Yeah. You could do sentiment because that's figure out people's emotions. And, of course, being a straight guy, that might be a good trick to do, is being the guy who can figure out BS and fuddlement. Might be a good idea. Do we really want government? Do we want to have sentiment instead so I can figure out people's emotions? You know what? Let's go with government for now because I can guarantee you the people at the Artisan Academy for the Crane Clan do not know how to govern. What is your relationship with their clan? We figured that out. What does your character think of Bushido? He's going to have to stick with Bushido. He's a Daidoji. Gain +10 honor. Well, congratulations. I now have a shit ton of honor. If this was the old system, I'd have an honor rating of, wow, that's cool. Strength and weakness says, what is your greatest accomplishment so far? That's right. It forces you to go through advantages and disadvantages. Question 9, 10, 11, and 12, I think, are the disadvantages and advantages. Yeah. With question 9, you pick a distinction advantage. With question 10, you pick an adversity disadvantage. With 11, you pick a passion. With 12, you pick an anxiety. So you know what? We're just going to go through and pick those. And you know what? Screw the... you have to go back and forth in this one. Specific advantages. You know what? There's one I saw that was really good. Where is it? Really good. Like, actually good. Come on. Where is it? Da-da-da. Nope. Indomitable will. That's why I didn't say so. Yeah. The advantage is indomitable will, because this guy is not going to give in. And then, what's the other one? I'm going to go to my quick sheet because of a reason. So that was distinction. He's distinctively willful. Adversity, disadvantage. Now the passions are next in line, so we're going to skip and just do passions. Animals, armaments, brushworks, curiosity, being a daredevil. Not quite him. Enlightenment, fashion, fortune-telling, generosity, gossip, ikebana, history, playfulness, provocation, sake. You know what? This guy has been driven to drink. His passion is sake. And with an earth rank of 3 and a water rank of 3, I can guarantee you he can handle more than most other starting characters. Especially with the Iron Will going in there. So there's that. And that's next. Disadvantages. These are the first class of disadvantage. Let's go with something that works. Like, bluntness could be cool, but I don't see that being him. You can't be a really good straight guy if you're constantly blunt, because then someone could take advantage of your bluntness. So, what do we have here? Something good. I'm thinking. Let's skip this page. Here's the really bad stuff, like, you got chopped up, boy. Shadowlands Taint. No, let's not go there. Sworn enemy. Yeah, that's right. The farther back you go, the more horrible things are. On second thought, you could just take Haunting because it's not as bad in this version of the game. My other character took Kishoten's curse. In other words, kids run away from you. I'm okay with that. You know what? I'm okay with that. Kishoten's curse. Okay, let's get back on track here. Anxieties. Beltrana, cynicism sounds good. You know what? Let's just be cynical. Let's just go with it. All right, and then back to where I used to be, because you know what? You have to go back and forth to get the actual questions. La, 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 la. Come on, Chico. Over here. All right. Who has your character learned the most from during their life? You either gain an advantage based on your character's mentor relationship, or a disadvantage related to your character's mentor and their relationship, and one rank in a skill that your character developed as a result of your character's closest confidant in their relationship. Ooh. I'm going to take one rank in martial arts melee, because why suck at martial arts? And I'm going to say my sensei was the one that made me not really liked by my clan. So you know what? Where is that good one there? Mm-hmm. I saw it, but I didn't want to take it. Whispers of cruelty. For some reason, people think he's a really bad guy. This doesn't mean he is. This means people think he is. And that is key. So, where are we at now? We had to go back into the realm. Okay. Thank God I had my thumb there. Opposable thumbs. Where would we be without them? What do people notice upon first encountering your character? That he is far more serious looking than the other Crane Clan members. He does not dye his hair. I'll make a note that he's got dark hair. Crane Clans have a thing with Crane Clan guys dye their hair white and dress really pretty. He dresses normally and has dark hair. How does your character react to stressful situations? Stressful situations. That's just role playing. And strife and unmasking. I gotta pick that, don't I? That's what number 15 is, right? Yeah. Because question 14 is actually kind of nice. You just pick some personality traits and put them on your character. But with 15, you've got to come up with a damn unmasking. My unmasking will be I lay down the law. Or I don't budge. Or so that could be a cool way to do things. And that's a fast, I'm so glad, sometimes the best way to do an unmasking is just go whatever the heck and pick that emotional reaction that fits what you have when you're thinking of the character. So there's my unmasking. What are your character's pre-existing relationships with other clans, families, organizations, and traditions? What was the benefit for that? I'm not going to read that paragraph. Pick a rarity 7 or lower item. Oh, okay. Can I do another sword? I'll have 2 characters with 2 swords. You know what? I'll probably pick something really cool. You got to pick that, don't you? Damn it. So here I am going back to the item section. Where's the item section? Anybody? I usually don't care about items. This is Rokugan. You know, I can just come up with something and say it's rarity class 7. Why not? Equipment. Here's equipment. Where's the good stuff? Personal effects. Is there a chart that has all the good stuff on it? No. There's not. We're just going to grab a weapon. Rarity class. You have sanctified robes if you really want. Where is that chart? Weapons chart. Okay. Okay, here's weapons chart. Rarity 7. A Chikotu, which is essentially a kind of katana anyway. Gao, Jian, Katana, Wakazashi, Ono. A Tessen. You can have ceremonial Tessen. Doesn't, you know, if he swats people as fan, that might be a thing. Let's go with that. He has a Tessen, which is R7. That's my R7 item. Usually you should put more thought into that, but you know what? Sometimes you have to go with things to get play to happen. Otherwise, I could spend, a couple minutes just pondering over what kind of rank 7 item I want to get. And I looked through the item section. There's not a lot of charts that tell you this is this rarity, this is this rarity. It doesn't give you like a bargaining list of all the different rarities of items. If anything, this game needs a merchant's guide to Rokugan for real. Not a Colette guide, a for real merchant's guide to the setting. With 5 pages of normal items. Each page is a different rarity. Think about it. Think about it. Anyway. Where was I? Okay, this is too far back. This is too far back again. Okay, got my... How is your character's parents describe them? Gain rank 1 of a skill in which your character has 0 ranks, and determine whether your character's parents approve of this extracurricular activity or see it as a regrettable deviation. It's probably going to be something where my parents said, make sure to study this at school, and so I did. I studied, you know what? Parents describe. What would my parents tell me to do? It's Daidoji, though. Always be ready. That's the thing, has to be a character has to have 0 ranks in the skill already. Aesthetics, composition, design, smithing. No. Unarmed martial arts. Know your kung fu, son. I like that. Know your kung fu. There you go. Yeah, he's supposed to be Daidoji, but still, we can throw kung fu into this. It's L5R. Who's your character named to honor? What's my name? He's a Tsukkomi. His name is going to be Roberu. And what's your character's personal name? I just did it. Roberu was a friend of my father, and I was named after my father's friend because I have an older brother that's named after my dad and an older sister that's named after both my grandmother and my mother. My mother is technically junior. So we'll call that good there. And then roll a 10 instead of die twice. Consult those numbers on the Samurai Heritage on the next page to see which entries. Oh, I forgot. It's mandatory. Get this. Game has proprietary dice, and you have to roll a D10. You know what? I'm going to cheat a little and grab this D8 I have sitting right here, so I don't have to roll my collection and grab a dice. So I don't get the high ranking skills. Oh well. A 6. Ruthless Victor. Decrease your honor by 5. Well, crap. Dad, could you have behaved a little more? Maybe it was Mom's fault. I don't know. Maybe my mom's the asshole. Who knows? And 4. Dynasty Builder. Decrease your glory by 3. Oh, you get a benefit too. So I better go over there and do something about the... Wait, why does being a Dynasty Builder decrease my glory by 3? Huh. You'd think being a dynasty builder, people would be like, hey, let's make a statue of this guy. What were they thinking? Do these guys even know how Japanese society works? Dynasty building is great. Roll a 10-sided die. We're going to pretend. I gain whatever, 8. Wow, that sucks. I have games as a skill. Yep. It's bad enough that I waste my time with games. My character does too. And then for the Ruthless Victor, roll a 10-sided die to determine a martial skill. I want to see a 4 or a 5. 7. What's that? Martial arts ranged. What do you know? I got one on each. Accidentally became well-rounded. Yay. Okay. Now to cook up some final stats. You know what? The final stats aren't here. They're over on the other side, aren't they? I don't have them listed here. Dun-dun-dun. Character creation. Yeah. Endurance. Okay. Endurance is earth plus fire times 2. Earth, fire. Did I get any more +1 ring things anywhere out there? Nope. Nope, it's just the one. So yeah. So earth plus fire is 4 times 2. He's not as tough as I thought he was. Oh well. I thought fire meant more. Composure. Earth plus water. Oh, that's it. He's really composed. 6 times 2. So he is not going to be going into unmasking very often. Composure fits him for being a Tsukumori class. I built the character correctly. So 6 times 2, he's got a composure of 12. Yeah, beaten the game. Focus, fire plus air. I kind of suck at that. Intelligence is the total of your air and water. So 5 divided by 2. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5, so it becomes a 3. You can put down a 2.5 and just realize it's a 3. So, void points, I have 1 right now. I don't care about that. What do you know? I have a character that's complete now. So, Daidoji Robero is ready to go put up with the rest of the Crane Clan. So here we are. We've created 2 characters, Daidoji Robero and Miramoto Mifune. And they're both different characters. They're both different editions, of course. You could tell it wasn't just me throwing together BS to make a character. I actually made real characters here. So we've seen the times, we've seen the differences, and we know which game you can make a character faster in. And it's really weird that this game has conditions that go against the standard. You would think if they're going to create a game that requires you to roll a D10 at some point in your gaming career, that they would include a D10 in the proprietary dice set. It's D12s and D6. We've played this out. We've looked it over. And we've seen which one actually goes through faster. You can, of course, like whichever version of the RPG you want to. I, myself, am a fan of 1st edition and 4th edition the most. So to be perfectly honest, even though this is the game that's out in the market right now, this is the best game. It really is. I mean, 1st and 4th edition. 1st was really simple, really quick and easy to make characters for. 4th edition is just plain all around good. And that's one reason I like L5R. It is a role-playing game where you can quickly make an interesting character. And a lot of people might say, but they're all human warriors. You know what? If you really want to be so plain and shallow as to define yourself by a race and your job, go play a game that's about that. But if you want a character that's really characterful, we have L5R. Technically, a lot of other good role-playing games do the same thing, where you build a character and you just fit into the basic milieu of what the setting is. Like you're going to play a human in Call of Cthulhu. Why complain about that? You make a human character in Call of Cthulhu all the time. Oh well. Anyway, this is L5R comparing both editions, character creation, and how fast you can make a good character. And I will say good character. These characters aren't failures, even though you notice the numbers over here are pretty low compared to the numbers which are pretty standard in the original edition. So in any case, thanks for watching my video. Hope you have a great new year, and let's see more games and stuff in the future.